Hey, it's Flynn, and it is currently 9:40 a.m. on September 7th, 2012. It's a Friday, and I'm currently 29 days and 19 hours on testosterone, which is a month and 2 days. Um, yeah, so I just woke up a little bit ago, and I made a video, and I didn't really like the way it went because I had just woken up, and I'm just gonna do it again. Basically, all of my changes have been hair-wise so far. And I've got like mosquito bites on my legs, so sorry if I'm itching them and it makes the computer move. Um, but like I've got hair growing like right here, like out of my armpit and over my chest on both sides, and it's just super silly. Um, and my lip hair is finally growing back in from when I shaved it like a month and a half ago. Um, like it's almost the whole thing again. um, it's not thick. You obviously can't see it, but I think it might be a little bit darker, like just a smidge. Um, I haven't noticed it growing any more than it usually does, but it's almost back to like its full length. But it doesn't have all of the hairs that are usually there, which I think is weird. Um, and then like on my lower lip, all of those hairs have grown back to their normal length, but more of them are darker, which makes me happy. I haven't noticed any other chin hair or like my sideburns still haven't grown back at all, which bothers me. I had like this weird, like, out of the blue, my sideburns had started growing more. Like, this is where they actually stopped, but like, they grew like a line of hair down to about here. It was like 2 or 3 hairs wide. um, it was mostly on this side. This side did it a little bit, but it was less and more sparse. And it wasn't like you could really see it, but it was like if you leaned in and counted all the hairs, you could see it. Yeah, why do you have this random patch of hair on your face? Um, but those haven't grown back yet, and that kind of bothers me. Um, trying to remember if I saw any other hair. Um, I think I might be getting more hair on like my knuckles. Maybe. All my toes look about the same. Um, it doesn't look like any more is growing on my feet. Um, yeah, my legs are looking about the same. Except like I have a solid patch of hair that goes like from here all the way up to my upper thigh. But like this whole side, like there's hair there, but it's significantly less thick in like that shape. Like there's just not as much hair right here for some reason on both sides. Um, and then there's like those random super long hairs, and I'm like, what? But yeah, my leg hair is like, I feel like it's growing up because I have longer leg hair on my like shins and like under my knee, and then my thighs were always kind of like less hairy. Um, but like now it's starting to grow up and around the side of my knee. Not so much on this side, but a lot on this side is hairier, which I just think is kind of funny. Um, I don't think I can't really tell with my forearms if they're gonna carry or not. I don't know. My hands haven't really changed much. What else? Oh, I'm getting more acne on like my chest and shoulders rather than my face. Um, I don't like that. If it's on my face, I like can't see it, but since I walk around shirtless a lot, I like will see my chest and shoulders, and I'll pick at them, and I'm gonna have a whole bunch of nasty like acne scars all over my body, which is not good for me. What else? My voice is a little bit deeper right now. It's probably because I just woke up a little bit ago. Um, but I also think it's about to drop a little. Hopefully. I was at my school's Queer and Ally group. Well, I don't go to school there anymore, but like my college that I went to, their Queer and Ally group, they're Common Ground. So I went to Common Ground, and they were like voting on people to be liaisons for the minorities of the group, and I figured I should show up since they were like voting on the trans one. And something I found out was that this year on campus, apparently there's only one openly trans person. So that was weird. Like last year there were, well, I was told that there were at least like 6 or 7 or 8 openly trans people on campus that like went to school and everything, including myself. But I guess either they moved away or they're not openly trans anymore, or they got kicked out or something. I don't know. But yeah. So basically they just voted for the only person on campus who went to the meetings that is trans. Which, okay, whatever. At least they didn't like vote in a straight person. Like a cis straight person, because I don't know. Yeah, it was just nice to like hang out and catch up with some old friends, and then meet some new faces, and have a whole bunch of people shout my name because I'm kind of a big thing in the group. Like, I actually had to like write them a goodbye letter because I knew they would all freak out if I just stopped going. But yeah, I came back and everyone's like, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna sit here and crochet now. But there were a couple people that like I hadn't seen in like a year, more than a year, because they went off and did stuff. But like I got to see them again, and it was awesome. But yeah, I was just really excited to. Excuse me, to be on campus again and then just hang out. And then while I was there, someone commented on my voice being deeper, which I appreciated, but since nobody else was like, "Well, your voice," I was like, yeah, you're probably just playing to the crowd there, but thank you. um, Or maybe they're just, like, not observant. I don't know. Like, it's been a month. I feel like my voice should have gone down a little bit, at least. I feel like my laugh is deeper, but my voice is not. Which is really stupid. Not like my normal laugh, but I have this kind of obnoxious, like, long, drawn-out laugh that I do when stuff is, like, kind of sarcastically funny, or, like, when I want to point out that something is a little bit funny. I just think it's funnier because of my laugh. I would do it, but I feel like I would not remember how to do it while I'm trying to do it and make it stupid. But I think that's just something I noticed. And then, amidst all that awesomeness, there was one person who misgendered me practically the whole time. And that was just really, really weird for me. Apparently they had first met me on OkCupid, but like the dorm that I lived in last year was their freshman dorm, so like they saw me around all the time, and like that was how they started talking to me on OkCupid. They're like, "Hey, I saw you." I was like, "What?" I feel like that's how most of the conversations on OkCupid start for me, because, like, people see me, and then they recognize me online, and I'm like, what? Because, like, they don't, like, bring it together, they're just like, hey, I saw you. And I'm like, okay, who are you? How did you see, what? Like, it doesn't bother me that people see me, it's just like, I probably did not see you. So you saying I saw you doesn't help me at all. It's like, I biked around campus, I see people, like, I don't see stuff. Plus I didn't have glasses that whole time I was at college, so, like, everything was a little bit blurry, I now realize. But yeah, on OkCupid, I'm listed as female because there's no genderqueer option to select, or like a neutral option, and I had it as male for a while, and it was just matching me up with a bunch of people that I had nothing in common with, and I did not like at all, and it was just really awkward connections I was trying to make, and then I tried it as female for a while, and they were better, so I just stuck with female. And then, like, the first thing on my page is like, I am trans, I am not a girl, please don't call me a girl, I'm not a girl. But, yeah, they're like, oh, well, your page has you listed as female. And I was like, screw you. Like, they tried to pull that, and I was like, yeah, but, like, the first thing written on my page is that I'm not. Ooh. Sorry. But, it just annoyed me that, like, they didn't stop using the wrong pronouns after being told, like, every single time, and, like, nobody else used the wrong pronouns. So, what the hell? Come on, get with it. Yeah, it was just a good time, and I didn't let that bother me. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go make breakfast because it is 9:55 a.m. and I work at 11, and it takes me forever to do anything in the morning. And I would like to not be late and to have had breakfast before I go. So, I'll catch up with you later.